is a quiet power within you, a radiant light that doesn't need to shout, beg, or justify itself. When you step into alignment with that inner power, miracles begin to unfold. Today, I invite you to embrace a new mindset, one that requires no complaints, no explanations, just pure trust in the universe and in yourself. Because when you stop complaining and explaining, you create space for miracles to manifest. Complaining is something we've all done. It's easy, it feels momentarily satisfying, and sometimes it even seems justified. But what many don't realize is that every time we complain, we are unintentionally closing the door to the flow of goodness that the universe is always trying to bring into our lives. Every word we speak carries energy. When we speak words of frustration, judgment, or dissatisfaction, we are sending out a message that we are not in alignment with trust, gratitude, or love. And the energy we send out is always the energy that returns to us. When we complain, we're focusing on what's wrong. We're giving our attention, our energy, and our emotion to what we don't like, what we don't want, and what we feel powerless to change. This focus keeps us stuck in a cycle of negativity because what we focus on always expands. If you keep talking about how tired you are, how unfair people are, or how hard life is, you will begin to see more evidence of those things showing up. It's not that the world is out to get you. It's simply that your attention is magnetizing more of the same. Our thoughts and words are like affirmations, whether we realize it or not. Saying things like, "Nothing ever goes right for me," or "People always take advantage of me," are powerful affirmations, just negative ones. These thoughts create a vibration that the universe listens to and mirrors back. Instead of guiding you to the solutions or opportunities you seek, the universe responds to the tone you've set. Complaining, therefore, doesn't change your situation, it reinforces it. You stay locked in the same pattern, repeating the same lessons, experiencing the same kind of people and outcomes, wondering why things never shift. The truth is, the universe always wants to give to us. It wants us to be abundant, peaceful, joyful, and fulfilled. But we cannot receive these gifts when we are too focused on the things that are going wrong. It's like standing in front of a closed door with a key in your hand, but instead of unlocking it, you're banging on the door, shouting about how it's unfair that it's locked. All the while, the solution is within you, but complaining distracts you from using it. It's important to understand that complaining is not the same as acknowledging your emotions. Feeling frustrated, sad, or overwhelmed is human. We should allow those emotions to pass through us, not suppress them. But there's a difference between allowing yourself to feel something and choosing to stay stuck in that feeling by giving it power over your words and your focus. When we vent without the intention to heal or shift, we pour more energy into the wound rather than the healing. You begin to transform your life the moment you become conscious of your words. When you catch yourself in a pattern of complaining and decide to stop mid-sentence, something shifts. You take your power back. You say to the universe, "I see what's not working, but I choose to focus on what can work. I choose to believe something better is possible." That choice, repeated daily, starts to rewire your entire experience. Instead of saying, "I'm so tired of being broke," you can say, "I'm learning how to open myself to abundance." Instead of "No one ever helps me," you might say, "I am surrounded by support even when I can't see it yet." These aren't just pretty words. They are signals of alignment. And when your energy aligns with hope, healing, and gratitude, you begin to draw in miracles effortlessly. You stop complaining, you create space for new energy. You no longer waste your precious time recycling old stories. You become present. You start to see opportunities you once overlooked. You start to feel lighter, more powerful, and more in control, not because everything outside of you changed, but because your inner world did. And once the inner world changes, the outer world always follows. Silence can be powerful. When you feel the urge to complain, pause. Breathe. Shift your focus. Ask yourself, what am I really needing right now? Maybe it's support. Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's reassurance that everything will be okay. Rather than complain, go within. Give yourself what you need, or gently ask the universe to guide you to it. The next time you feel tempted to voice what's going wrong, try instead to affirm what is going right, or what you desire to go right. Speak from the vision you are building, not the problem you are in. Use your voice to bless your path, not curse your circumstances. Life listens to the language you use. So speak love, speak trust, speak miracles, and miracles will find you. There is a quiet strength in knowing who you are and no longer needing to explain yourself to others. So often we give away our power by trying to justify our choices, our feelings, our growth, or even our silence. We explain ourselves not because it's necessary, but because we fear being misunderstood, judged, or rejected. Yet the more we explain, the more we shrink ourselves to fit into the expectations and comfort zones of others. And with every explanation, we lose a piece of our truth, our freedom, and our peace. Explanations are a form of seeking permission. When we explain ourselves repeatedly, what we're often doing is asking others to validate our decisions. We want them to say it's okay, that we did the right thing, that our feelings make sense. But living your life for the approval of others is like chasing a shadow. It never quite stays with you. No matter how clear or heartfelt your explanation may be, people will still interpret it through the lens of their own experiences, beliefs, and limitations. You cannot control how others perceive you, and trying to do so is a losing game. You were not born to be understood by everyone. You were born to be authentic, to follow your own path, even if no one else sees the beauty in it. When you over-explain, you dilute your authenticity. You begin to edit yourself so you can be more acceptable, more agreeable, more digestible to the world. But the truth is, you are not here to fit in, you are here to shine. And shining requires you to be unapologetic about who you are and where you're going. Trying to explain your vision to someone who cannot see it is like describing color to someone who has only known darkness. It's not your job to bring them to understanding. It's your job to stay aligned with your truth. The moment you stop explaining, you give yourself permission to be, to live, to breathe without guilt. You reclaim your energy and redirect it toward growth, healing, and creation. There is also a subtle form of fear that lives beneath explanations. The fear of abandonment, the fear of not being enough, the fear that you must constantly prove your worth. But your worth is not something that needs proving. It is something that simply exists. It is in your breath, your presence, your existence. The people meant for you will feel your energy and love you without a need for explanation. The ones who demand to be convinced are simply not aligned with your frequency. And that's okay. Let them go. Every time you choose to stop explaining yourself, you build a deeper relationship with your own intuition. You stop looking outward for clarity and begin listening inward. You trust the quiet nudge, the inner knowing, the sacred pull of your heart. That trust creates momentum, and soon you're not only walking your path, you're soaring on it, unbothered by who doesn't understand your flight. This doesn't mean you become cold or distant. It means you become grounded. You speak when it serves your soul, not when it serves someone else's doubt. You communicate from love, not from a place of needing to be accepted. There's a difference between sharing your truth and defending it. One empowers you, the other exhausts you. You do not need to explain why you've changed. Growth is your right. Healing is your journey. You do not need to explain why you left, why you stayed, why you loved, or why you let go. Your soul knows. The universe knows. And that is enough. Every time you resist the urge to explain, you affirm to yourself that your voice is valid, even if it is only heard by you. Think about how much energy is lost in justifying your choices to people who were never meant to walk your path. That energy could be used to create, to love, to manifest, to dream. Protect your energy. Let silence be your shield and clarity be your guide. The less you explain, the more powerful you become. There is great peace in simply saying, "This is my choice," and leaving it at that. You are not required to elaborate. You are not obligated to give anyone a tour of your heart just to be respected. The ones who truly respect you will never ask you to. So step into this new energy. Let your actions speak louder than your explanations. Let your peace be your proof. Let your presence be your response. You owe no one your story in pieces they can understand. Tell it in full by living it fully. You are whole, you are powerful, and you are allowed to move through this world without justifying your every move. The moment you believe that is the moment you begin to truly manifest the life that is already waiting for you. Silence is often misunderstood. In a world where noise is constant and opinions are loud, silence can be mistaken for weakness, avoidance, or passivity. But silence, when chosen consciously, is one of the most powerful forms of strength you can embody. It is not the absence of thought or emotion, it is the presence of mastery, wisdom, and self-control. It is a space where your soul finds clarity and where your energy is preserved for things that truly matter. When you remain silent in the face of provocation, you are not giving in, you are rising above. You are saying without words that your peace is more valuable than any argument. You are declaring that your energy is too sacred to be wasted on what does not grow or uplift you. It takes strength to not react, especially when someone wants you to. But silence says, "I choose myself over chaos." It becomes a powerful boundary, not a retreat. People often believe that speaking up is the only way to prove their worth, but when you are rooted in your value, you no longer need to explain or defend yourself to anyone. Silence becomes your response to ignorance, your answer to disrespect, and your refusal to participate in drama. You learn that not everything deserves your voice. Some things deserve your absence, your detachment, and your stillness. Silence allows you to observe without interference. It gives you the gift of seeing situations and people clearly. When you are quiet, you hear more, not just what others say, but what is unspoken. You begin to read energy, to feel truth beneath the surface. In silence, your intuition becomes louder. Your inner guidance, often drowned out by external noise, rises and leads you in the direction of your highest good. In silence, you return to yourself. You hear your own heartbeat. You reconnect with your spirit. You remember who you are outside of the opinions, projections, and judgments of others. You remember that not everything needs to be fixed, explained, or shared. Some things are meant to be held in the sacred space of your heart, nurtured quietly until they blossom in divine timing. Many people speak to be heard. Few speak to understand. Even fewer are comfortable enough in their power to say nothing at all. But silence doesn't mean you're doing nothing. It means you are doing something far greater. You are choosing not to give your energy to what drains you. You are choosing to focus inward, to build your strength in solitude, and to answer with actions rather than empty words. Silence is not avoidance, It is elevation. When you choose silence, you are not avoiding a situation, you are outgrowing it. You are letting life show you what deserves your response and what no longer needs your attention. You realize that some people thrive on conflict, and by not engaging, you take away their power. You no longer dance to the rhythm of their chaos. You set your own tone, and it is calm, steady, and strong. Silence also holds tremendous healing. In silence, the heart begins to mend, the mind becomes clear, the body rests. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to be constantly producing, speaking, or performing. In your silence, you are recharging, recalibrating, and realigning with your truth. And that is a gift to your soul. It takes strength to not speak when the world tells you to shout. It takes courage to walk away when your pride wants to argue. It takes wisdom to know that silence can speak volumes, more than any well-rehearsed response ever could. Silence says, I know my worth, I trust my path, I will not lower my vibration for anyone. Let your silence be intentional. Let it be filled with grace and inner power. Let it reflect your maturity and emotional discipline. You are not responsible for making everyone understand you. You are only responsible for staying true to yourself. When you master the art of silence, you master the art of inner peace. So let others wonder, let them assume, let them project. You don't need to correct or convince. You don't need to shout your truth from rooftops to make it real. Your presence speaks louder than your words ever could, and your silence, when rooted in love and self-respect, is a statement of strength no one can ignore. In this space of silence, you are untouchable. You are aligned. You are powerful. Let your silence speak for you. It already knows the language of the soul. Miracles are not rare accidents of fate. They are the natural outcome of alignment. When your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions are in harmony with your highest self, the universe responds. Doors open, people appear, circumstances shift. Life begins to flow in ways that defy logic. Miracles are not forced, they are received, and they come with ease when you are aligned with love, peace, purpose, and truth. Alignment begins within. It's not something you chase on the outside, it's something you cultivate inside your heart and mind. When you are aligned, you no longer try to control everything. You trust. You release resistance. You stop trying to make things happen and start allowing them to happen. You stop clinging and begin receiving. You are not begging the universe. You are becoming a match for what you desire. The reason so many people feel stuck is not because they're not working hard enough, but because they're not aligned. You can take action all day long, but if your actions are rooted in fear, doubt, or desperation, you block the flow of miracles. When you're aligned, you don't need to struggle or push. You're guided, inspired, energized. You know you're moving with the current of life, not against it. Being in alignment means that your inner world supports what you're trying to create in your outer world. If you're asking for love but holding on to fear, the energy is not aligned. If you want abundance but feel unworthy, your vibration is not aligned. If you desire peace but live in constant mental chaos, the signal you're sending out is mixed, and the universe responds to your vibration more than your words. You align through awareness. Begin by noticing your thoughts. Are they in harmony with the life you want to live? Notice your emotions. Are they lifting you or weighing you down? Your feelings are your compass. When something feels good, light, or peaceful, it's usually a sign you're aligned with your truth. When something feels heavy, anxious, or draining, it's a sign you veered off course. To align is to come back home to yourself. You don't have to become someone else to manifest miracles. You simply have to be fully yourself, the truest version of you. the one who remembers her worth, the one who believes he is worthy of love, success, joy, and fulfillment. You were never meant to earn your blessings. You were meant to allow them, to open to them, to align with them. Miracles are drawn to the energy of faith. Not blind faith, but conscious faith. A deep inner knowing that the universe is for you, not against you. That life is working out in your favor, even when you can't yet see the full picture. This kind of faith comes when you stop doubting your power and start living in your truth. Alignment is also about integrity. You cannot speak one thing and live another and expect miracles to unfold. Your words, choices, and actions must reflect your intention. If you want love, be love. If you want abundance, give generously. If you want peace, stop engaging in chaos. You become magnetic to miracles when your entire being radiates coherence. You will know you are aligned when life begins to feel less like a fight and more like a dance. When your days are filled with synchronicities, inner nudges, and quiet confirmations. When opportunities come to you not because you chased them, but because you were ready for them. You'll feel a calm confidence, a trust in divine timing, and a steady sense of joy. Remember, alignment is not a one-time event, it's a daily practice. It's choosing to return to love each time fear whispers. It's pausing to breathe, reflect, and reset. It's forgiving yourself for the moments you fell out of alignment and gently guiding yourself back. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. The universe responds to your energy. When you align with love, gratitude, joy, and worthiness, you become a powerful magnet for all that is good. Miracles are not withheld from you. They are waiting for you to become a match, to open your heart, to believe again, to say yes to your power. So let go of the need to explain, to control, to chase. Come back to your center. Listen to your soul. Speak life into your dreams. Think in ways that empower. Feel emotions that uplift. Take actions that reflect your truth. This is how alignment is created. And this is where miracles manifest, not because you force them, but because you finally aligned with who you really are. Trusting the divine timing of your life means releasing the need to control everything and embracing the flow of the universe. It's understanding that not everything will happen when you want it to, but it will always happen when it is meant to. There is a sacred order to things, a rhythm to life that is much wiser than your human mind can grasp. And when you learn to trust this rhythm, you begin to experience peace, clarity, and deep inner strength. We live in a world that celebrates speed and urgency. We're taught that we must rush, achieve, push, and force things to happen. But true transformation rarely happens in a hurry. Healing takes time. Growth takes time. Real love takes time. Miracles don't operate on your schedule. They arrive when the conditions of your soul are ready to receive them. Just like a flower doesn't bloom before its time, neither will your blessings. They will unfold when the soil of your life has been prepared, when the roots are deep enough, and when the light shines just right. Sometimes delays are divine protection. What looks like a setback may actually be a redirection. What feels like rejection may be the universe saving you for something far greater. You may not see it in the moment, but later, when the pieces come together, you'll understand. You'll see how perfectly life arranged itself for your highest good. To trust divine timing is to trust that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. It means letting go of resistance and learning to rest in the knowing that everything is working out for you, even if you can't yet see the full picture. It means being okay with not having all the answers. It means believing that there's a plan far more beautiful than the one you've imagined. When things aren't happening fast enough, it's easy to fall into frustration or self-doubt. You may begin to question your worth, your path, or your decisions. But remember, waiting is not wasted time. Waiting is where your soul is being shaped. It's where you develop the patience, strength, and wisdom you'll need to handle what's coming. It's where your inner foundation is built. You are being prepared, not punished. There is so much beauty in trusting the process. You begin to breathe easier. You stop comparing your journey to others. You stop measuring your worth by how much you've achieved. You begin to feel more present, more grounded, and more in tune with your intuition. You realize that everything is happening right on time, not your time, but divine time. The universe is always listening. It hears your prayers, your desires, and your silent cries. It is not ignoring you. It is orchestrating things behind the scenes. Sometimes the delay is because someone else's heart needs to heal before they can meet you. Sometimes the timing isn't right because the version of you that can fully receive the blessing is still in the making. Trust that nothing is ever lost. If it's meant for you, it will come, just not a moment too soon or too late. And while you wait, don't stop living. Don't pause your joy. Don't hold your breath. Keep loving. Keep showing up. Keep taking small steps forward. The path will reveal itself when you need it most. You are not being forgotten. You are being guided. Trusting divine timing doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing your part. Staying open, staying faithful, doing the inner work, and then surrendering the outcome. It means you release the attachment to how and when your desires will manifest, and instead, you focus on becoming the version of yourself who is ready to receive them. This trust is not passive. It's powerful. It's the kind of trust that grounds you in peace, even when the world around you feels uncertain. It's the trust that says, I don't know how, but I believe it's coming. That energy, faith, surrender, alignment is what opens the door for miracles to pour in. So when it feels like nothing is moving, trust that everything is. Trust the pauses, the detours, the silence. Trust that behind every delay is a lesson, a blessing, or a breakthrough waiting to unfold. Your journey is not on hold. It is in progress. The divine knows what you need, when you need it, and how to deliver it in ways beyond your imagination. All you have to do is keep your heart open, your mind clear, and your spirit grounded in trust. Let go of the need to rush. Release the fear that you're running out of time. The timing of your life is sacred, intentional, and perfect. Trust it, honor it, and know that everything you've asked for is on its way, right on time. Your words are seeds, and every time you speak, you plant something into the soil of your life. What you speak, you summon. What you declare, you draw near. What you repeat, you begin to believe. The energy you send out through your words does not vanish, it creates. This is why it's so important to speak only what you want to manifest. Most people don't realize how powerful their voice truly is. They casually speak of lack, pain, fear, and struggle, never realizing they are affirming those very experiences into their reality, saying things like, I'll never have enough money, I always get hurt, or nothing good ever happens to me. May seem like harmless venting, but the universe takes every word as a command, and it responds faithfully without judgment. Whether you're speaking blessings or burdens, you are manifesting. Your subconscious mind is always listening. It records every statement you make about yourself, your life, and your future. When you speak words of doubt, defeat, or despair, you are programming your inner world to expect the worst. But when you speak with intention, words of love, power, gratitude, and hope, You are tuning your energy to higher frequencies. You begin to shape a reality that reflects what you truly desire, not. There is creative power in language. Words build bridges. Words create momentum. Words either lift you or limit you. You must become aware of what you're affirming with your tongue. Begin to speak only what aligns with the life you wish to live. Speak as if your dreams are already unfolding. Declare abundance even when your bank account is low. Speak of love even when your heart feels lonely. Talk about your healing even while you're still hurting. This is not about denying your current circumstances. It's about not making them permanent with your words. You can acknowledge pain without turning it into your identity. You can speak your truth without sealing it as your fate. For example, instead of saying, "I'm always anxious," you can say, "I am learning to find peace in this moment." That simple shift changes your energy from helplessness to empowerment. The more you speak life into your situation, the more your situation begins to reflect that life. Words carry vibration. When you speak intentionally, your vibration rises, and when your vibration rises, your reality begins to shift. You become a magnet for experiences, people, and opportunities that match your new frequency. Be especially mindful of the words you speak about yourself. You are listening. Every "I am" statement you say is an invitation. So instead of saying "I am tired," say "I am restoring." Instead of "I am broken," try "I am healing." Replace "I am unlucky" with "I am open to miracles." These aren't just positive phrases. They are vibrational keys that unlock doors to new realities. Remember, your voice is an instrument of creation. Speak beauty and you will see beauty. Speak strength and you will feel stronger. Speak faith and watch fear dissolve. The way you talk about your life shapes your life. If you keep saying it's hard, it stays hard. If you start saying it's getting better, it begins to shift. Practice blessing your life with your words. Bless your body, your mind, your relationships, your finances, your journey. Bless the people around you, even those who have hurt you. Bless your past for teaching you, your present for growing you, and your future for calling you forward. The energy you put into your words radiates far beyond what you can see. Even in moments of struggle, choose to speak with intention. You can say, "This is temporary. I'm moving through it. I'm becoming stronger. I trust the process." These words become a form of self-guidance. They help you hold steady when the road gets rough. They remind you that you're not powerless. You're a co-creator with the universe. Guard your words as you would your most valuable possessions. Don't waste them on gossip, complaints, or negativity. Speak with clarity. Speak with love. Speak as though the universe is always listening, because it is. Your words are a sacred power. Use them wisely, and they will shape a life that feels aligned, purposeful, and full of miracles. Let your words mirror your desires, not your fears. Let them reflect your vision, not your limitations. And most of all, let your words uplift you. With every phrase, sentence, and declaration, choose to manifest the life your soul came here to live. Speak it into being again and again until it becomes your reality.